Well, hi, friends. It's Marianne Goldweber, spiritual teacher, medium clairvoyant, and the owner of a Village Personal and Spiritual Development Center, coming to you live from my video podcast called Marianne's House. So thanks for joining me. It's good to see you all tonight on this chilly, willy night. Oh, my hair, I'm all windblown. I went out in the car with the rest of humanity. Look how big my hair is. Oh, my God. Anyway, good to see you all. Just stopping in tonight for a little inspiration and motivation, and let me know when you're here. I just got a couple of announcements, and I just wanted to get you inspired tonight in this blustery, chilly night. So we had our dream interpretation class last night, and next week's class is such a great one called Defining Our Relationships. So it's really about breaking out how to be in committed, interdependent relationships. And we talk about all of them, from the one from yourself, family, friends, acquaintances, work, and how to build, better interdependent relationships. It's a really great class. And so, so join us. That's next Tuesday. So if you go to my website, I've updated the website. It's www, of course, .mariannegoldweber.com/events. And if you go there, you get to see all that. So these classes are just so interesting. And they're such a great breakout into building your spiritual toolbox. And so I highly recommend them. They're all on Zoom. So you can take the class on Zoom, and you don't have to leave your house because, winter sucks. And so anyway, I also wanted to announce that hey, Jen. Yes. Yeah, so the classes are so much fun. Oh my God. And you get to meet wonderful people like Jen and lots of other folks. And so I hope you guys can hear me okay. I have had some technical difficulties. Well, hey, Judy. Thanks for stopping in. So I just want to let you guys know I'm going to do a 48-hour special, okay? Now pay attention. If you want to have a private session with me for an hour over video or phone, I'm doing a 48-hour special. They're not gift certificates. You have to call me, pay online, and then call me to schedule. All right? But you only have 48 hours to do it. It's for $50 for a 1-hour session. Okay? I've got some free time next week and the week after, during the week, evenings and days and whatever. And so if you want to give me a call, we can set up a 1-hour session, because nothing's better than getting inspiration from the other side, what you need to know. And if you have any questions or whatever, it's a wonderful way to get inspired. So anyway, a 48-hour special starting now. $50 for a 1-hour video or phone session, but you've got to call me on the telephone, 216-324-2657. Yep, you got to call me on the phone to book it. So no text messages. Just go on to, I'm going to put a link on my website when I hang up tonight, on the front page. Just go down to gift certificates. I think it'll be on there. Anyway, or go under the donate button, or just send it to me on Venmo. So if you click the Venmo, you can pay any amount. Some of the PayPal ones are preset. So anyway, so if you use Venmo and you pay there and then call me on the phone to schedule, I have a 48-hour special going on. So those aren't gift certificates. You have to call. So anyway, so that's what I got tonight. But, I just wanted to talk about staying inspired, okay? It's so hard. I did a big, long post today about staying inspired. And sometimes you have to inspire yourself. But I have to say that, there's so many things going on out there in the world that starting your day with spiritual insight, or just sitting with yourself and reflecting on where you were yesterday. What did you learn from that? How could you have done it differently or better? makes all the difference. Okay, so getting right with yourself is because when we go out in that world, we've got to have the energy to navigate whatever it is that we're facing out there. And again, when you have this understanding, things go so much smoother. It changes the way it changes your energy. It changes the way other people respond or react to you. And again, we can't go out there low and uninspired or focus on negative things. Okay, so it's very important that you focus on something forward moving in the morning to get yourself inspired before you start your day. Yeah, I do that every day. So if you go to my post from today and read that, that's really kind of what it's about. So anyway, I just want to pop in and say hi. It's been frigid, and my hot water tank's not working. Still waiting for that to get fixed. And, well, it's not working well. It works intermittently, so you got to hurry up. And, so hopefully it's going to get fixed next week, but Jesus. So anyway, life's full of twists and turns. You got to be able to navigate them. So who we got here with us tonight? We've got Colleen. Hi, Colleen. Thanks for joining me. Judy, Jennifer, and did you guys get a notification that I was going live? Facebook's done some funny things with the live video feed, so not everybody's getting notified. And so, not everybody's getting notified that I went live. So anyway, I feel bad because by the time they figure it out, I'm gone. And you have to watch the repeat. So do you guys have any questions or anything you want to talk about? We just came out of the new moon, so everybody should be feeling a little more energized. The full moon will be next week. And and I want to let you guys know, the event for this Saturday at Wagner's, they're going to close registrations by tomorrow night, okay? Because they've got to have a head count. And so if you have not registered, go over and register right away. I've sent 1,000 links for this. So anyway, so the Wagner's event is on my website under special events or under my events page, and all the links to register are there. So if you go to mariannegoldweber.com/events or to the special events page, it's all listed there. And so I am so excited about this event on Saturday. I can't wait. Now, if you guys want to book your own private party, I can do them virtually. So you can plug your laptop into your television and through Zoom, and I'll get to see all of you. We can even do it over Messenger. But if you want to give me a call and book a private event, you can have them here too. I have the beautiful development center. We're set up for events all the time. You can bring your own food and friends and family. Usually it's like $45 a person. I serve soft drinks and very light snacks. But if you have your own private event, you can bring your own food and whatever else you want. So give me a call and we'll get that set up. So anyway, that's kind of all I want to pop in for, guys. I've just been trying to pop in and get you guys motivated and inspired. So we're still organizing, okay? So we need to start planting seeds for the things you want. Now, we don't actually execute it until the end of the month because Uranus is retrograde. So what do you want? You got to get specific. I was scrolling through the page the other day, my Facebook page with all your posts on it, and people are so vague. Part of the Defining Relationships class has a section in it about communication and how vital it is to any relationship. And so we go over that in that class. So next Tuesday is defining our relationships. But I watch people being vague, okay? So the universe is always listening, okay? So when you say, oh, I need a job, does anyone know anybody who's hiring, okay? Well, that's like, well, what's your experience? What kind of work do you want to do? All those things are like questions that the universe is like, well, I can't give you an opportunity because you're not specific enough. Okay, so you got to get more specific, guys. So if you're putting it out there that you want a new job or whatever, you've got to get clear not only with yourself, but when you're communicating that. Okay, because do you want to work at Burger King? You want to work? What kind of work do you want to do? You want to do inside work, outside work, from home? And so you got to put some parameters around it because that's so if you're not manifesting the things you really, really want, it's because maybe you're being vague. or you're not clear. And so again, there's people like me. I'm connected to a lot of folks, and I love referring people to other people. I love giving people opportunities. But if you're vague, even the universe doesn't know what you want. Okay, so or if you guys don't feel like you know how to present yourself that way, like I said, take that class. Okay, defining our relationships. It talks all about communication. It talks about integrity and lots of other wonderful qualities that help us manifest better situations in our life, whether those relationships are work, personal, interpersonal, romantic. Uh, you know, it helps us really break that out so that you're creating better, more solid, foundational relationships. So, yeah, it's a great class. Oh my gosh, game changer. And I know I say that a lot, but they really are, because once you have this perspective, everything starts to shift. And so I love inspiring people with that. So let's see, we got Kristen Christofferson. Hey, girl, how are you? Who else we got? Colleen and Judy. Awesome. Anyway, so that's what's going on, guys. So if you want to book a session with me, they're $50 if you call me and book it in the next 48 hours. Okay, so you got 48 hours to call me and pay online. So pay online, call, dial my digits, and let's get it booked. I have got a lot of free time in the next couple of weeks during the week. And so, well, not a lot, but more than usual. This is my slow time. And so if you really want to get a one-on-one session and really get, some insight from the other side in the universe, sometimes it's about grief, guys. We talk about all kinds of things in those sessions. So, and sometimes it's just helping you get your feet on the road and get some focus on, how to manifest better. There's lots of things that go on in sessions. So whatever you really want it to be, we can make it that. So, if it's a recent loss or something that you want to talk about that has to do with grief and death, channeling your folks from the other side. Now, if it's really recent, you can't guarantee you're going to hear from the people you want, okay? However, the things that you learn about life and death help you understand kind of where they're at in the process and how important our grief is. And so you learn a lot, and it will bring you peace and comfort, okay? So dial my digits, $50 for 1 hour session if you book within the next 48 hours, okay? So go to my website and register there. Oh, hey, Kim, how are you? Anyway, I love you guys. Thanks for following me. Thanks for sharing my posts with everyone. Again, I don't advertise, okay? I'm not somebody who advertises what I do. My business is strictly referral and word of mouth. And so I've built this business over 28 years by word of mouth. And so I'm so grateful for your following me, for your, trusting me. And hopefully, I've left it a little better than I found it. You guys are the ripple. And so when I watch you rise and thrive and, seek out new opportunities and step through your fear is the most limiting thing in the world. And the more confident you are, the more opportunities that get presented to you. And I'm just so proud of all of you. I can't tell you. No, really. I'm like a mom. I'm like a spiritual mom watching the babies, fly and do their thing. And it's so wonderful to watch. So anyway, thanks for joining me. And if you guys have any questions, just give me a call. But just stay inspired, guys. Stop focusing on the negative. Stop, if you follow negative people or other people's drama, okay, that is like soul sucking. That's like sucks the inspiration out of you. So let's focus on positive things, forward-moving people that you want to emulate or be inspired by. Listen to those things. So just so you know, I have a YouTube channel, and I can't do anything with it really unless I get 1,000 followers. Okay, I think I've got like, I don't know, a couple hundred. A lot of my folks don't really use YouTube. I like YouTube too. But anyway, if you go to my YouTube channel, Marianne Goldweber, just look it up when you get in the search bar, and subscribe to my channel. There's all these other videos, guys, of previous topics that I've talked about on my live feed. So I upload them to YouTube. So if you go there, you'll see them on grief or fear or becoming a leader. There's all kinds of videos that I've put up previously that you can go listen to as a podcast. If you're doing nothing in the car, upload YouTube and just, and just listen when you drive. And I'm trying to do more content. So now that I'm back in the game after that horrible accident surgery, I'm back, and I'm bigger, better, faster than I was before. So anyway, so who else we got? Oh, I'm so grateful for you guys. Thanks so much. And yeah, have a party. Jen's had parties, and you gotta have a party, guys. It's so much fun. And again, once you tell your friends that you're going to do this, everybody wants to do it. So call me and pick a date, or get a date with your friends and family, and you can come here. I've got the setup. It's beautiful down there. It's beautiful, set up and ready to go for at least 12 to 15 people. You don't have to have 12 or 15. It's just that the price goes up when you have less people, because it gets more intensive because there's less folks in the room. So anyway, it moves very fast. So anyway, well, good evening, Brandy. Thanks for coming. Hey, Kim. It's been a while, girl. I haven't seen you in a while. Hey, Tammy. How you doing, honey? Anyway, I love you all. You got any questions? I'm listening. I know we've all been through a lot, and it's been a rough year. And I am so excited. And I hate to say it that way, but I'm so excited for all the good things that we're going to manifest. So again, fear is not an option. We got to get focused, and you got to get a game plan. And if you don't have a game plan and you're not clear with the universe, they can't give you the things you want if they don't know what it is you want. So 1 hour sessions, $50 for the next 48 hours. You don't have to book it in 48 hours. You have to call me and pay within 48 hours, and then we'll book it for sometime in the next week or two. So yeah, let's get that. Let's get excited about that. Let's talk to our loved ones on the other side who really want the best for you guys. I'm a mom. If I was on the other side, okay, and I'm watching you guys down here, running with scissors, or feeling lost, I would do everything in my power to get you to the right people. I would do everything in my power to send you good ideas, to inspire you to, seek out new ways of doing things. So that inner knowing that goes, get up, go do this, go do this. Or you get an opportunity, you're like, oh, I don't want to do that. But your little inner knowing goes, no, you really should go. Okay? That's your ancestors. That's mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, all these folks on the other side. They don't want you sitting there not living life, okay? They're not dead, guys. I know we miss them in the physical form, but who we are does not die. They're standing right there trying to inspire you to keep living, okay? We're still in the game. We're still out here in this life, and we have their absolute unconditional love and support. They're fine, okay? Think of them like they're at NASA and we're on the space station, okay? They're home. We're the ones that are away, and I know we miss them, but we've got to start listening and looking for them in a new way. So this is why dream time is so important. That is the absolute best way for people who are not like me to get insight from the universe. When you're in a dream with your ancestors and relatives, that is them. So pay attention to what's happening. So that's why we teach these classes, to give you guys tools of understanding, so that when I'm not around, you trust yourself. You know what to do. And so sometimes we have to create new rituals for letting go of things. So sometimes funerals go too fast. Grief is very powerful, and it really depends on a lot of different factors. And so, it's unique to every person and situation. And so that's what we clear up when we talk together, okay? And then sometimes we have to create new rituals for letting go, because we weren't really present at their funeral, or or we had some bigger issues to, work through. And so sometimes we'll do secondary funerals. We'll create new rituals for, reading letters, things that we wanted to say, so that we can work through some of this stuff. And that's what I do. Grief is a huge part of the work I do. And so, if you want to talk about those things, give me a call and we'll get it scheduled. So anyway, so $50 for a session. Let's see what Judy says. Judy says, I get so upset because I never dream. Feel like I've forgotten, or maybe. So part of the dream class, Judy, is actually talking about how to sleep better. So I wear a Fitbit, okay, and it tells me my sleep score. And so I have diabetes, okay. When mine is unmanaged, I don't sleep, okay. I sleep like 2 3 hours a night. And when you look at the levels of sleep that you're getting, the place where dreams are activated is in the REM state, REM, which stands for rapid eye movement. So when you're sleeping, your eyes go like this, and that's how you know someone's dreaming. Okay, and if you're not getting adequate sleep, you're not going to remember dreaming. Okay, and so quite often the problem is people are sleep deprived or they're not getting into a deep enough state of sleep. And so there's a lot of tricks that we can do that might help you decompress before bed, prepare for sleep. So I always say, so if you're putting a baby to bed, okay, how would you put that baby to bed? Would you play with it and wind it up and then stick it in the crib and then be pissed at it because it's not laying down? No. You would prepare for sleep. You would give it a snack, feed it a bottle. You would change it. You would snuggle it. You would read it a story. You would dim the lights. You create a nice cozy environment in the bed for them. Okay, if we treat ourselves like a wicked stepchild. I mean, we go to bed, like a bad 2-year-old. And so, another interesting fact is the light from your phone actually stimulates the serotonin in your brain, and it keeps you from going to sleep. Now, then there's people who take melatonin. Okay, melatonin is not effective. Your natural melatonin hormone starts to increase around 8:30 at night. Okay, so if you're taking melatonin later than that, it's not going to work. Okay, you need to take it during the best cycle of your melatonin release, which is around 8:30 at night. But again, we're night owls. I stay up. I shouldn't. But I have a hard time decompressing myself. But I put myself through these rituals. I take a salt shower. There's a lot of ways to calm yourself down. One of my favorite ways is tapping. So if you go to www.tapping.com, it's kind of like acupuncture, and you tap these nerve endings on your face and upper body, and what it does is it shuts down anxiety in its tracks, like instantly. It makes your brain peaceful because your left hemisphere and your right hemisphere aren't communicating, and so it creates this whirly brain thing. So I tap before I go to bed. I take a salt shower. I tap. I make my bed cozy. I turn down the covers. Whatever makes you comfortable. I do because I have some issues with things. I do turn on the television, but I swear to God, you guys are going to laugh at me. I watch the Golden Girls every night, okay? I set the volume real low, like really low, like 10, 9. And I just have it on a loop, and I set the timer on the TV for 60 minutes, and it automatically goes off. And so I run a fan every night too. So for me, I need white noise because I got some issues with stuff. So anyway, so I run a fan. I play the TV on something totally benign, like the Golden Girls. It's real quiet. Nobody's yelling. There's no screaming and stuff. And so I put that on. That's one of my go-to sleep shows. So, there's so many cool things on YouTube as well that you can watch and set the timer for it to go off. There's, the different megahertz that create sleep, that help your brain sleep. So there's a number of different things that you can do to create better sleep so that your dreaming is activated. Brandy says, my husband thinks I'm crazy because he needs silence to sleep, and I cannot fall asleep without the TV on. That's an interesting thing. So if you have a smart TV, if he needs silence, okay, I appreciate that. Well, let him go to bed before you. But I would wear earbuds, and I would do earbuds and, so the volume's off on the television, Yeah, that's hard when you got two people in the bed doing that. I know couples that actually have separate beds just for during the week so that they can, one snores, one gets up at a different time. Sometimes that happens, and so we have to make different arrangements for everybody to get what they need, so that everybody's happy and joyful and nice to each other. So yeah, yeah, I used to watch Friends, Tammy. That was one of my go-to shows. But sometimes there's too much chatter. Like I don't know, certain shows. I run through uh, I run through things like that. I was watching game shows for a while, the old-fashioned game shows, and all the ding ding bong bong bong. I mean, I was like dreaming crazy shit. So I just go to the Golden Girls. That's my go-to show. So I watch that on Hulu. Oh, so Brandy says, luckily he works nights, but on nights he is home. I go to bed first, and then he will come in and turn off the TV. Yes, or just set the timer on it, Brandy. Set the timer for a half an hour, and it'll go off all by itself. That is wonderful. And so again, whatever brings you guys to a place of comfort and peace before you get in the bed, okay? Not winding yourself up and then trying to go, yeah, like doing your taxes before bed, okay? You want to create peaceful situation. I swear to God, I used to put myself to bed like a bad 2-year-old, and I swear, if this was an actual child, they would probably call CPS. So, yeah, we don't nurture ourselves. We really don't do that. So I take a nice hot salt shower. I wash off my day. I tap. I don't look at my phone before bed. I really just turn on the Golden Girls and have a little, like a non-carb snack. So I'll have like celery or fruit, something like that, and yogurt. And that's a wonderful long burn. So my sugar doesn't spike and I don't wake up repeatedly during the night. So that's it, guys. There's a lot of physiological reasons why people don't sleep. And we have to address those things before we're going to get into that dream state where all the fun happens. So anyway, so that's what I got. Who else we got here? No, I have to run a fan too. I have to run a fan. It can't be on high. It's got to be on medium. I tried the white noise fan on the TV. It's not the same as running a real fan. I think I've been running the same fan now. I probably blown through like 4 or 5 cheap fans. Oh yeah. So Judy said maybe my sleep apnea. Yes, for sure. For sure, that's inhibiting your sleep. Judy, I don't know what your apnea is caused from, but I don't know if you've ever tried a neti pot. That has been a lifesaver for me. Okay, I have allergies and I smoke, and so I've got a lot of things that go on in my side. So to create better breathing, a neti pot, just using distilled water or boiled water with salt. Okay, make sure it's tepid. When you use that regularly, it actually conditions your sinuses and shrinks them. So you breathe better, and it washes out all the pollutants and all the dust and all the wherever you've been. And so the problem is we're not hydrated. So, and again, drinking a lot of water, but not necessarily right before bed, but make sure you're really good, well hydrated. But the neti pot is one of the best things you could use to create perfect breathing, and you get to breathe better. Because I have allergies and lots of things. So the neti pot, I probably haven't had a sinus infection in 20 years, not including like having COVID or whatever. I used it all through COVID, just to keep all that down, and it's a lifesaver. See, when your sinus is cracked, that's when viruses get in there. I mean, I went like 5 years without getting COVID, so or however long it was, 4 years. I went up until just recently. Within the last year is when I got it for the first time. And I do take the boosters, but this does it very invasive now. But anyway, yeah, so sleeping, dreaming, all go together. If you're not sleeping well, let's look at diet. Let's look at how you're putting yourself to bed. And, and we go over all that in the dream class. So anyway, alrighty, what else we got? Yes, I love sleep. Like I have a very hard time sleeping during the new moon and the full moon as well. I have a deviated septum, yeah. Waiting to see the ENT about it. Yeah, that, again, so you might not be able to use a neti pot, for that reason. But even a saline spray would help. Just plain salt water, would help keep your sinuses conditioned. That would help. So when you see your ENT, ask him about a neti pot and what he thinks about that. I do not use those packets that come with it. I use the just plain salt, table salt. Uh, you're not supposed to use iodized, but I've been using this thing forever. Fine. But I do use distilled or boiled water. I do boil the water. And I have a pitcher. And, you know, and I do like a day's worth. So, yeah, so I boil water. I make boiled water for tea anyway. So it's not that big a deal. It's not hard. I just have a giant big gulp glass that I fill. And I use that over the course of the day and evening and night, you know. So anyway, so yeah, that's my wisdom for tonight. So again, 1 hour sessions, and for 48 hours, they're $50. Okay, but you got to call me on the telephone to book it. So go to Venmo on my website, pay there, and then give me a call and schedule. And so I can't wait because I love, everybody's just needs a little inspiration, guys, and nothing's better than having your loved ones on the other side telling you how much they love you and rooting for you. And they don't want you sad. And although we will be, and it takes time to work through grief and loss, but having that communication from them gives you hope. There's a lot of big things going on, and they don't, they want you in a good place. So Jennifer said, I'm really working on creating new friends. Oh, new friends. That was Freudian. New rituals and schedules in the wake of all my recent changes, yes. So having those routines are very important. So I wrote a huge dossier today about that, about how to start my day, because it creates focus for the whole day. Even if your subconscious picks it up, even if your conscious mind forgets, okay? And so I sit with myself every morning, and I put in great detail exactly what I do every morning for myself. I even gave you guys links for some spiritual things that you could use that have always served me. And again, everything and everyone's so negative that, when you're low and tired, it affects you. But when you're full and you're inspired, it's like Teflon, it slides off. Just slides off. You don't even notice, I got way bigger things to do. I got positive, forward-moving things to do. I ain't got time to listen to somebody's wham, blah, 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 out in the world. Okay? So, like I said, I don't give that stuff energy because I have way bigger things to be doing with my time. And again, this is why the Defining Relationships class is very important. Learning how to set boundaries, learning how to communicate, learning, who to give energy to and who not. It's a powerful class. And I do it in team building, okay? And so anybody who's making significant changes in their life, it's a wonderful thing. So anyway, I love you guys. Thanks for following me, and thanks for tuning in tonight. And if you guys have any other questions, my phone number, I put it in the notes. If you want to give me a call, all my other information is on my website. So Judy said, I'm trying to learn manifesting things. I want to go to class, become a recovery peer supporter. Okay. I did a whole video on manifesting. It's on YouTube. But very quickly, the word, and I just posted about this the other day, manifesting. We are the thing that manifests, okay? We're constantly manifesting by what we focus on. So you can ask for stuff, but if you're not stepping in that direction, or you're settling for less than you deserve, or you're inviting negative teachers and painful experiences into your life, you manifested that. Okay, we misuse that word all the time. So again, Judy, if you want to give me a call, schedule some time, and or take the class. We can talk. I'm going to be putting out more classes as we go on, as I'm getting back in to work. So, but we're always manifesting. So if you look around you, you've manifested all these things. Now, okay, I've manifested some things ignorantly, or because I wasn't clear, or because I manifested things from not a good place. I was in fear, or I was in need, and I compromised things. And so everything we've got in our life, we've manifested. But the bigger thing is you need a plan that you can adhere to that is helping you look for what you want in the future. So give me a call, Judy. I'll be more than happy to go over that with you. So, that's a great session too. But if you want to give me a call, I did a whole video on manifesting. We're manifesting all the time. The thing is, we're the block in the road. We're either not clear enough, or we're focusing on the wrong thing, or we're doing it, the energy that we're putting in it. There's a lot to manifesting better things. Well, again, manifesting is a word that, if you look up the meaning of the word, it means to make apparent, which means it's already there. You just can't see it. Okay? So, if you want that job, what I would do is I would make a list of what do you want, what's in the way of you getting that. What's in the way of that? And so make a list and let's check it off one thing at a time. So what's in the way of that? And so that's all we have to do. It's really not hard. And the minute you actually take action and step into that direction, you're releasing what's already there. See, manifesting is what's already here. It becomes evident. That's a brain twister, okay? Got to wrap your mind around that. So it's not about asking for more. It's about being ready for more. If you're not ready, you're not going to feel good. You're not going to be able to manifest in the best way because you're not ready, or you lack confidence, or you are afraid. And so we're always manifesting, but what we're getting is not what we want. Then we've got to check and see what are we doing that's creating that. So give me a call. I'd be happy to talk to you. And Judy says, I got so upset I never dream. I feel like I'm forgotten. Maybe. No, you just don't remember, Judy. Like I said, you've got some issues that are causing you to sleep funny. And so, again, let's try some of these tricks I just gave you tonight, and let's see if that helps or works. Awesome. So Kim says, I love the idea of creating a ritual for bed. I just throw myself in the room. I don't have my glasses on. And look, like the... Yes. So if you guys read Kim's post, she's talking about just, not creating a ritual. When you create those rituals, it's putting energy in what you're doing. We're mindful. Let's use the word mindful. So we're mindful that this is why I make my bed in the morning, okay? Because I'm putting energy in that bed. I'm saying, thank you, bed. And when I'm making the bed, I say, okay, Marianne, you're going to get back in this bed tonight and you're going to have a great day. You're going to have a great day, and this bed is beautiful, and it's nice and made. And so it's like a fresh start when you turn back those sheets when you get home at night. And so, that's making my bed is manifesting a good day. It's also preparing for the Marianne that's going to come home at, later in the evening. And it's going to be a nice, welcoming place for her to come home to. Who wants to come home to a messy bed? Again, that's chaos, okay? So let's create some order. So I totally love the ritual of making my bed. And then the ritual of turning back my sheets. While I turn back my sheets, I go take a salt shower, I turn on my little TV show, I get my snack, and I just enjoy that, and then I go to bed. And it's nice and peaceful, But you got to prepare for that. So yeah. So hopefully that'll help. Like I said, would you wind up a baby and then stick it in the messy crib? No, you'd take out all the toys. You would, you'd make space for it. You'd maybe spray a little lavender mist on their pillow. I mean, that works. Try that. I'm an herbalist. A couple drops of lavender and oil and water, little spray bottle, shake it up, spray your pillow. Lavender is anti-anxiety. It's one of the best things that you can use. Now, some people are allergic to it. And so, yeah, so lavender, they say to look upon lavender is to make you immortal. I love the lore of herbs. We're going to do some herby stuff. But anyway, lavender spray is a wonderful thing for your pillow. I used to do that for Jared when he was little, Chamomile, too. Chamomile tea. Just smelling it will make you sleepy. That's why they call it sleepy time tea. Some people are allergic to chamomile if you're allergic to daisies and the family of that. But chamomile, just smell in a tea bag. You know, you can put the tea bag in your pillowcase. and then you're smelling lavender or chamomile all night and it'll knock you out. When we used to pack chamomile, we used to have to open a window because it would make you sleepy while you're packing it up. So, yeah, yes, do not just throw yourself in bed. I literally look at the clock and count the hours. Oh, you know what? Don't look at the clock. Turn it around. You know, I had this weird blue light. I had this weird blue light that was on. I have one of those foot massager things, and I forgot to unplug it. That blue light, it woke me up out of a dead sleep. And I'm like, where is this light coming from? Here it was from the massager, the blue light. Yeah, that's not a happy light. So I put a business card, you know, like I put like a Band-Aid over it so I couldn't see it. So turn the clock around. Put a piece of paper over it, black paper or something, you know, to block it out the light. Because you don't really need to look at it. It's going to go, the alarm's going to go off anyway. So I don't look at the clock. Yeah, that's the worst thing. Yeah, don't look at the clock. Again, the light from those things can be disruptive too. So you might want to turn it around so it's not facing you. So you can't see it. And that's not a bad thing. So anyway, well, that's what we got for tonight, guys. Thank you so much. If you have any other questions about any of those things, just know we have a class for that. And if you wanted to schedule you and your friends or you and your group, you know, some people belong to support groups and other things. You know, if you want to get a group of your people together and have a class so that you all hear the same thing, that you all have, you know, something to work on together and support each other, you know, so then you have your class. You know, I have Serenity Sunday. I've got Moon Lodge. We've got lots of, and it's kind of very like a support group. Is, you know, we have all, you know, been here, taken classes, do these things, do these rituals all the time. So there's a lot of wisdom in that room. So if you guys want to do anything like that, just give me a call and we'll schedule it. So I try to keep it reasonable. This should be affordable for everybody. And guys, don't let money stop you, okay? You know, I'm flexible, okay? So if you got a need and you really need it, just call me and we'll work it out, okay? So anyway, I love you all. I hope you have a wonderful day tomorrow. So go take your salt shower. I always use my neti pot before bed too. Take your salt shower. Go make your bed. Get cozy. And let's make it a good night. Okay? Sweet dreams. Sweet dreams. And pray for our world. Love you all. Thanks for watching.